By the way, in this episode, all names will be changed to protect the innocent or the guilty or anything of that nature. So if you hear Tanisha, Tanika, Sharika, Beverly, whatever, it's not the real people. All right. So we ain't talking about you, nothing like that. All right. But yeah, so disclaimer. All right. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Jay. I am the owner of Worthy of the Crown, and this is the Worthy of the Crown podcast. This is Miss
Charlotte Elliott.
All right. And we got a couple questions. Matter of fact, this is like the first comment that we got on the videos that we've posted. I think the first one was, can you have friends of the opposite sex? Can you have that, that buddy? Yeah, I guess for the lack of a better word. So is it okay for me to have female friends?
No.
No, you serious? I just.
You have. I mean, that's the thing. You do have female friends, co-workers that you talk to. I don't mind. I don't mind that. I think the biggest thing is, what kind of friends are they? Were they friends with benefits before, and you're friends with them now? I guess it's more or less what was your relationship, or how, I guess maybe how y'all met before. I mean, if it's a coworker, that's one thing. If it's somebody you used to sleep with, that's another thing. But I do honestly believe that you can be friends with the opposite sex if both intentions are good. If that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, I should be able to have, friends,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I want to be my own individual, you know, um, and not, it's about you because you're my girl and everything. But outside of that, just being able to, talk to other people, conversate with other people, I like to talk to people and discuss just all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I do, so being able to do that, I think is important, so I'm glad you're okay with having female friends of, I was going to say female friends of the opposite, but that's the same thing. But having female friends, man, just because, like I say, because that's what it is. That's just where it lies, right there.
And right, and the thing is, you communicate with me, those people. So it's not like you're hiding anything from me. You're open about it, and that's another thing. Having female friends that I don't know anything about is, hey, where she come from, where you meet her at. But just knowing that you communicate, like, yeah, I'm going out to lunch with so and so today. We're gonna, have a little luncheon or whatnot. That's cool because you communicated that to me, and I know those people. So there's not an issue. But the issue comes when you don't communicate those things, and all of a sudden, Tanika shows up on your phone. Well, who is Tanika? Oh, she's my friend. Yeah, okay. So the thing is just the communication part.
Gotcha. Can you have male friends?
Yeah, and that was my question. What do you feel? What do you feel about that? Or how do you feel about that?
I know how Negroes be acting, and I don't know about that one, because they just ain't got the right intentions, But I guess so. I can't be a hypocrite. I can't be a hypocrite. So, like you say, if I know who this person is or something like that, then that's a different story. But like you say, if it's just like something random, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that.
Right.
Cause yeah, that just leads to problems. Like
Right.
it just leads to problems. Cause me being a guy,
Uh-huh.
knowing how guys can be, whether they say they want to just be friends type of thing, but they really just waiting. They just waiting for that opportunity. If that opportunity comes, then they just gonna hop on it. Whether
Right.
you say, "Oh yeah, this my buddy, this my friend, whatever." But the moment that she come to you like, "Oh, he ain't doing me right or whatever," and this
Right.
and that,
Okay.
and then he like, "Oh yeah, it'll be all right. Go ahead, bend over, let me,
Right. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
let me help
I
you
got
out."
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That type of thing. So you got to be careful with that
Right.
part of it. And it'd be some females out there doing kind of that same thing. So
Right. Because I mean, like females do see a guy that's in a relationship and still wanna, like I said, stay on the, like you were saying, stay on the back burner. And then when that relationship sours or they have an argument, she's right there ready, ready for whatever. Even if it's just a one night stand and he going back to her, she gonna be ready.
yeah.
And that just causes problems within the relationship. But the thing is, knowing when we talk about me and you, knowing where we're at now in our relationship, those people on that side or whatever is not it's not a threat to my relationship. I don't feel it's a threat to my relationship with you. I feel like you're in a good space. So I feel like if you did have a friend, I mean, a coworker that was a female, it's just a coworker with a female. I mean, a female coworker, and a friend.
Coworker with a female. Ooh, a threesome. No.
But yeah, I don't feel any threat. I don't feel like you would, talk to him, sleep with him, none of that.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be genuine.
You brought up a point earlier when we was talking about this, about on your side, with the guys and stuff like that. You have some that's they really waiting.
Right,
They
right,
really waiting,
right.
like, man. And when old boy is gone, then
I'm making a U-turn and I'm coming back.
yeah. So yeah, nah, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? No.
But anyway, like I said, I'm in a different place, in a different space in my life, and I've grown from that situation, so I'll never go back to that situation. So that's nothing that you would even have to worry about. Even if we broke up, that's something that will never happen again.
So guys, though, like, and I said this before, so I think it's real important for the guys to do what they need to do, really, when it come down to it. And I'll go back to myself, because I know for me, then I gotta curve you hard. Like if it come to some inappropriate stuff, like if we, if you hit me up or something and be like, hey, how you doing, or what's up, or what's been going on, or whatever the case may be. Oh, nothing. I'm working, doing my thing. We doing this podcast thing. I'm still trying to get the brand off the ground, all this type of stuff. Little chit chat or whatever. It could be a whatever. It's just basic conversation and stuff like that. But as soon as it go left to where, oh, you slide a inappropriate picture or something like that up in there, then as me, I gotta be like, oh no, you tripping. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. And let you know, like, why. Like, no, you way out of line. I'm blocked. That be my thing, blocked. That type of thing. And so, cause people gonna do what they gonna do.
Right.
That's why, like, and I never understand why dudes get mad if somebody try to holler at their girl in public or whatever, something like that. I know there's a level, of disrespect that can be reached, but just in general, like if you walking down the street or something or whatever, or you in a store, you know, uh, uh, and some dude, try to, talk to you or something like that. Why are you smiling? Somebody tried to talk to you today? Like, man, you was
I'm
like,
just listening to your story. I'm just
saying, you cheat, you lit up and everything. I knew that old dude was over there for a reason, right along. Like, why is he over there in the bra and panty section?
I'm trying to get my number now.
But nah, like, so that's why I be like, I mean, you gonna do what you do. You gotta shoot your shot. It's whatever. So, but then it's up to you, or in my case, if somebody try to holler at me, be like, I'm good. I got a girl,
right?
Or whatever, Um, how if a girl approach me? This is always funny. I like to hear this. Like, how should I respond to a girl if she approached me?
What
She's trying to get my number, like,
And I'm in the same space with you.
No. I mean, it can be in general. I can just be out by myself, because you know how some females be like, well, you should have said this, or I don't know. It just be funny when I be hearing female, and you might not have nothing crazy or nothing to say or whatever. I'm just saying I've heard all kind of different stuff. Well, just whatever.
I mean, basically, you just would, when a girl, hey, how you doing, and trying to holler at you, you just politely say, I'm in a relationship, I'm happy, and move forward, move on,
Okay.
So, simple as that.
Okay.
You don't have to entertain the conversation. You don't got to say, well, get out my face or be rude or anything, but just get to the point. You're not interested. And walk away, so. And how would you like me to react?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you just just let the dude know, like, you're in a relationship type of. I mean, it ain't nothing special. So if it's like, all right, here we go. We in the store, coming up, and I see you and everything, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? What?
I'm gonna stay where I lay.
Is that? Man, I just want to know the time. That's all I'm doing. You little stuck up little thing.
I'm like, what? I mean, like I said, and to be honest, that's like, I was telling you not too long ago how somebody got in my Snapchat, it's like, oh,
you didn't tell me that?
Yeah, I did.
No, I'm just playing.
you still looking to know how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. It's because I'm polite. I'm a nice person. You still looking good. Thank you. And that was the end of the conversation. I'm not entertaining that conversation because I know that conversation is going to lead to something else.
Yeah.
Because you can just tell by, oh, you still looking good. And then the next thing, you still happy. I mean, he's still treating you right. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. But I'm not trying to entertain that situation. So I cut it off.
How you cut it off? Like, did you say something in particular, or you just start responding?
Thank you. Yeah, you still, you looking, whatever it was, you looking good, or you still looking fine. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And that was it. It wasn't it was like nothing for you to reply back to. And if you did, I wouldn't have continued the conversation.
So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you cut the So is this a person? So is this a person that? So you wouldn't be friends with? I don't know. So would you be friends with this person? Is this a person that you would consider a friend, or is this an old flame, or something like that? So and what I'm getting at is, so should the conversation be, I'm good. You don't have to check up on me. Should you be saying that, or because you had the conversation and thank you and that was it? Like it wasn't was it a reply after that? Like,
no, it wasn't a reply after that.
So they can come back again and say, hey, how you doing again?
Right.
Blah blah blah, that type of thing. Because it really wasn't no indication that, I don't know, that you with somebody, that you happy, or I don't.
Well,
I don't know.
mean, the indication is that okay. So the guy followed me on Instagram and Snapchat, so he knows. I mean, I post you. He knows I'm in a relationship. I don't hide that I'm in a relationship. He doesn't live nowhere in Tennessee. nowhere near me. And it could have been just a check up how you doing kind of thing, but I didn't let it go that far. I was like, thank you. I could have said, well, thank you, how you been, or whatever, but I stopped it at thank you.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Trying to slide in. Okay, I see him. All right.
another thing that just came to my mind is, when you're first in a relationship, just know this: when you freshly in a relationship, those past girlfriends need to stay away. Because I remember, I'll go back to it, because a lot of things that we talk about is like our past relationship and our now relationship. And one of the things that I can remember is you wanting to be friends with one of your exes, and we're freshly in the relationship, and I didn't like that, but you didn't care.
Yeah.
You said you was gonna be friends with her anyway, and I had to accept that. So I'm just saying, if you're in a new relationship or a fresh relationship, leave those. Even if y'all have even if he had a bond, or you got a bond with this person, leave that person on the side until you can establish a bond with your new person, instead of having that person lingering in the relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. You definitely gotta have room to grow.
Right.
And establish that whole thing before that's because I mean I'm pretty sure you would still be getting over that person or
Right.
something like that, or um, it's whatever. I don't remember what my feeling was during that time, or what my thought process was. Um, I'm sure it was more selfish. I just
Right.
wanted my way to do what I wanted to do. You wasn't gonna tell me who I could talk to,
And
or
that's what it boiled down to.
what it
Right.
was or anything
Yeah.
like that. And just being confrontational and like cause now it's more so looking at how you feel about things. And relationships are all about making your significant other feel comfortable.
Right.
Feel confident that you love them above anybody else, and willing to fight for them,
Mm-hmm.
and just make sure that they on that pedestal, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody else is gonna come through, and you and they have to share that space,
Right.
with anybody else. Um, yeah, it's definitely like, oh, if you don't like somebody, then I'll listen more,
Mm-hmm.
um, and if ultimately, if you don't like them, then it's like, all right, it's whatever. Like if I see some value in a person, like, okay, well, business wise, this person can help us go to the next level, or whatever, and you can be included in all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I got a meeting with this person, you can be at the meeting, if whatever, you know. So you there, like it's not no shady nothing, but then if you just get a vibe, you may just get a vibe. You know how y'all women, be
Right.
like,
I
oh,
mean, I tell you all the time. From things that I notice or things that I see. Okay, this person don't mean you no good.
yeah,
This person is trying to do this.
yeah.
And I let you know that.
I think you be paranoid sometimes though.
No, I mean, I'm a female. Like you always say, you a male. I'm a female, and I know how females do things. I've been a female all my life. I've
I
been
hope
that.
so.
I've been that manipulator. I've been this and I've been that. So I kind of know how women
Yeah,
how women think,
yeah.
or their intentions. Sometimes intentions are good, but sometimes they're not.
But yeah, at the end of the day, there definitely need to be boundaries set up.
Right.
And the guy or girl,
Mhm.
whoever has to curve hard when something's being done inappropriately. That's
Right.
that's just the main thing. You just gotta let them know, nah, it ain't nothing popping off. Yeah, you wasting your time,
Right.
type of thing. And then, and for me, I gotta block people. Like I'll block you in a minute. Like yeah, I'm.
Right.
You got to cut that off. Just because I don't even want. Cause it just seemed like all the time, like this just how the universe go. It'll challenge you. You
You're
know,
right.
it's you'll get into argument. I ain't heard from this person in a year or nothing. You know, and then you get into an argument, and then all of a sudden here they come, like,
Right.
yo, hey, how you doing? I'm like, what? Like I ain't heard from you in forever, and now just at this moment, it's like, what you doing? You know, and then I'll be in my feelings, like, yeah, what's up? How you doing? Blah blah blah, all that type of stuff. So it's definitely like, yeah, let me block this person. I don't want to hear from this person. Especially if it's somebody that's like you know they know about you and don't care. Like if
Right.
it's like if you got one of those, you definitely need to leave that alone. So yeah, I'm sure it's some guys that know about me and they'll still try to slide in there.
Right. I
And,
mean, that's what they do.
yeah, so just gotta hit them with that curve ball.
Right.
You know, you want to get hit with the curve over here. Let's see. We talked about what was it? Can you be friends with your man's ex?